So hello guys, today I'll be showing you what is stack and how to create a stack using Python. Basically, I'll be teaching you the basics of stack. So let's start with the concept of stack. Stack is a data structure. Stack is a data structure which uses something called last in first out, LIFO. LIFO. Let me write in capitals. So what LIFO means? LIFO means last element to be inserted, last element which was inserted inserted will go out first. So let's think about the real life scenario where we will be using stack. So if you will think about stack, there are various situations, like if someone is placing collection of plates, collection of some boxes stacked on each other. Okay, if I want to remove the bottom plate, I should remove the top plate, then only it's easy to remove the bottom plate. So that is what stack is. In Python we have something called stack. Like in order how to create stack in Python, we'll be learning this. For example, consider like we have something called we have some let's create a list of stack where I'm having elements like apples, mangoes and oranges. What I want to do is I want to use this list as a stack. So what I'll be doing is, in order to use this element to be as a stack, if I'll append stack dot append means what? Append means adding element at the last. Oranges and some like all these are fruits. So what I'll do is I'll append fruits. So if I'll see this, what is the stack now? Let's see what is the stack now. The fruits got added here. If I'll see here, the fruits got added. So what we did is we appended at last, and that is what the feature. If I'll append, it will get added at last. If you'll place the plates one upon each other, then where it will be added on the top, right? So this is what it is happening. Apples is bottom, mangoes is second bottom, third oranges is the top. And then when you will be appending things, the stack will be added with fruits will be at the top. Now if I'll print, I'll get what? I'll get this output: apples, mangoes, oranges, fruits. Correct. So now the thing is, we can add the element in the stack. We can keep a plate, or we can remove a plate. So keeping plate is kind of appending the value, and removing the plate is kind of a popping things. So let's learn about how to pop. In order to pop the elements, let's learn about which element is popped. Stack dot pop. If I'll do this, and if I'll print stack. Okay, let's see what we'll get. We will get, see, the element which is popped is fruits, and what we are getting again, we are getting apples, mangoes, oranges. So which is the place from where the stack got popped, or the last value got removed. The value last from the top. See, if you will see here, this is basically the last part of the stack. First part is the last part, second part is the second last. Okay, and whatever is at last is at the top of the stack. So whenever you will be applying append button, the plates or the values will get added at the top. When you will be placing the plates, if we already have 3-4 plates, okay, and if you are adding one plate on the top, where you will be adding, you'll be keeping at the top. Same way, in the same way, append will work like that only. Append will add the element to the top. Now in order to remove the element from the top, in order to remove the plates, from where we will be removing? We will be removing by the top, obviously. So stack dot pop will remove the topmost element of this stack. Okay, in order to remove the elements, we will be using stack dot pop. Now after printing this stack, we'll be getting what? We'll be getting output as the value with the last element removed. So stack can be implemented by various ways. This is like implementing by list. Okay, we can have queue also. We have something called queue. So what is basically a queue is queue. What we can do is, from, we have something called from collections import dq dq. So what dq will do is, we are implementing dq is a data structure which will be helping us to implement a stack. So let's okay, let's learn about something called now. What I'm explaining is, what I explained is from import dq. Okay, so what dq is, dq will help you to know, it is a kind of data structure which can be used to implement stack. But the main use of see, both stack and queue are different data structure, and from collections we can import the data structure like queue in order to use the queue operations. Now let's learn more about stack. How to stack. It's basically, if you'll ask me the brief introduction about stack, it is basically a linear data structure which is based on last in first out or first in last out. There are many real life scenario. As I told you, if you'll talk about plates, if you'll talk about a collection of something on top of each other, and there are many real life scenario where we can use stack, like in fix to postfix conversion, and then next getter elements, frequency of elements, next getter frequency of elements, and there are a lot of places where we can use the concept of stack. Now these are the ways of the important part which we have learned from this brief discussion of stack is append part and pop part. Append will add element to the stack, and pop is the way of removing the last element of a stack. That is what, see, we have different ways of creating a stack also. Now the example which I have showed you, which I have shown you, is related with how to implement a stack with arrays. We can implement a stack with different data type also. We can implement a stack using queue, but I showed you how to implement a stack using list. So what is list? As we know, collection of similar or different data type. Okay, so basically how stack works, as you know, it works by adding element top and removing element from the top. This is what the main feature of stack. Okay, and we can use stack for various purposes, for appending, for removing elements, and there are many real life scenario where we can use we already have something called dq operations, where from where we can use stack. The stack is one of our data structures. Like if I want to create a stack, and then consider like I have created a stack, and then I want to do what, we can create a stack with the help of classes also, and put the features there, like popping function, popping, inputting the values, all these things we can do. That is, these are the special features of stack. Now let me tell you something called, these are the push and pop operations that we did in stack. Now if there is no element in stack, okay, there is a limit up to which you can add element on the stack. In Python also we have certain limits, and if the element is not there in stack, we cannot remove the stack. So we have to mention that condition, how to remove the how to specify condition when there is no element, and what to do when the stack is full. So these are the concepts which we learned today. Thank you and have a nice day.